Hi everyone, I'm Laura, a public health nurse with our Healthy Schools team. Recently, the ministry released some updated guidance on self-isolation and outbreaks that I would like to discuss today, particularly as it pertains to schools and classrooms. You can find these documents on the ministry's website, and we'll link to them in the copy of this post. But let me summarize the main points so that you'll be well informed when it comes to your children returning to school in the fall. One of the most significant changes has to do with those students 12 and over who are fully vaccinated. Those fully vaccinated students who do not have any symptoms will not be required to isolate after a high-risk exposure to the virus, which means they won't have to be dismissed from school for the 10 days. However, they'll still be encouraged to get tested. This is significant. No one needs to mention how challenging the past year has been for our students, especially as they've been away from their peers and school setting. Ensuring that they can stay in school in the fall will be a really important step in helping them get back on track. But remember, this is only for those who are fully immunized. If your child is not fully immunized and they are exposed to COVID-19 through a high-risk contact, they will immediately have to isolate for a minimum of 10 days and require a test on or after day 7 of their isolation period if they are not symptomatic. If they are symptomatic, they should get tested right away. If the test is before day 7, a repeat test on or after day 7 is recommended. For those of us who are visual learners, the ministry has provided a few really helpful flowcharts that help break down some of these changes. The first one shows what to do for individuals who are high-risk contacts. Feel free to press pause here to read over this. The second flowchart shows what to do for household members of high-risk contacts. Again, feel free to pause to read over this graphic. If you have any questions on either of these, leave them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer. For classroom or childcare settings that have been exposed to COVID-19, it's possible that the entire cohort can be dismissed, and it will be up to the health unit's discretion to allow students to return to the classroom based on vaccination status or prior positive status. Now, what if there is an outbreak in a school, childcare setting, or before and after school programming? Again, it will be up to the health unit to determine who needs to isolate and whether or not the school will be closed. This decision would depend on the severity of the outbreak. Now, it's anticipated that the potential of an entire school closure will be quite low in schools with high vaccination rates among students. It is far more likely that it will be sufficient to dismiss a smaller number of specific contacts who are not fully immunized or who were previously positive. Wow, that's a lot of information to try and keep straight. Okay, in a nutshell, here's what this all means. If your child is fully vaccinated, they are much less likely to have to isolate and miss school, and the risk of serious symptoms or illness for vaccinated students is far lower should they become infected. And finally, as you know, not everyone is eligible to get vaccinated right now, and so those who can will contribute to protecting those who can't. In other words, if they're eligible, getting your child vaccinated is simply the best course of action to take right now. For those parents of children who cannot currently get vaccinated, we know this can be a particularly stressful time, and of course for kids too. Talk with your child to help them adjust. Take advantage of the various supports that are available through your child's school, in the community, and online to promote the overall health and well-being of your child. Remember that even if your child is not yet able to be immunized, the high rates of vaccination in our community will help protect them as well, until the time that they are eligible. Well, we hope this video has been informative as you try to make sense of some of the changes that will be coming to the schools and childcare settings come this fall. Remember, the health unit is here to help. If you have any questions, please reach out and our team will do our best to help answer. Take care for now, and remember, let's get vaxxed before we get back.